Good afternoon, my curly naturals. I am coming today with a video. Doing something that I always, first of all, let me just say this. A lot of people are making videos, including myself, about how to style your hair. Like this was a wash and go, where I did perform a few finger coils in there. And so anyway, you'll see me with my styles. If you haven't, go to Rhonda with a Twist on YouTube and you'll be able to see me styling my hair and others. You know, on how to love on their natural coils. However, I'm always cautioning people who get their hair done newly, new to the new natural hair game. I'm always cautioning them about moisture, because we do know moisture is our friend. Moisture can make your curls really juicy and bouncy, and we all want to do moisture because we just love moisture. And I'm going to tell you, early on in the natural hair game, I used to be all about the moisture. In the morning, I was different products and everything like that. But then after I learned that, moisture is your friend to a certain extent. You know what I mean? Over moisturizing can cause frizz. It can, revert your whole style to an afro. And if you don't mind an afro, then great. But if you went through all the trouble of defining your coils or finger coils or whatever style you did, you don't want to spray water on it or some kind of moisture. They advertise this stuff as curl refreshing spray. It's nothing but water. The first ingredient is always the most. Of course, it's water. I mean, what else would you have this liquid, or whatever? A lot of it is oil, sometimes glycerin, which can give your hair a little slip. As you all know, I have been having my own challenges with this gray hair and this, because, I'm experiencing some stuff I didn't experience when I was coloring, because coloring is a chemical and it will give your hair a certain texture that you aren't born with. So, anyway, so I am going to do something today. Like I said, we got all the videos on how to style it. We don't really ever talk about next day maintenance or next week, or in my case, 3 weeks, okay? Like, I don't ever have to wash my hair, other than it's just disgusting not to. But anyway, these coils look a little dusty, and they are, and I'm going to refresh them with something that I tell people never do. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to do today. Today I'm using curls. That's a that's a brand. It's a whole bunch of them. I have another, actually, because again, every now and then you do want to mist it just to, refresh it, because your hair is thirsty. You know what I mean? A lot of people will be like, love moisture. In the shower, they'll, wet it a little bit. I can't do that. So, like I said, this gray is showing me something different. And I always tell people, don't do it until you know exactly what your hair will do. Stay away from wetting it, okay? Because you don't know, and I don't know. And I don't want to do your hair and then you go home and spray it all up and get it all wet and then be like, oh, she ain't do nothing. You know what I mean? So until you know, because like I said, some people can do it and get away with it. But if you don't really know your hair yet, I would caution against it, or moisturize at night, and then put you some oil on in the morning, but moisturize at night. That's what I do sometimes. I haven't doing banding or anything because, I've been just kind of letting it do what it do. But I am going to let my hair grow back. So, summer, I'm going to be able to do me some, twists and braids or whatever I want to do with this gray. But right now it's in an awkward length. So we got long sides and not so long top. I mean, the top's kind of long. But anyway, we got a lot going on here. So what I've been doing is just, wrapping it up, using little turbans. And I'm going to show you guys today some methods on how to style that wayward or old wash and go, twist out, braid out, okay? Fresh to Death. That is by The Do. And The Do, they've been coming into the natural hair game. Curly girls, I don't know what other products they use because I'm a curly girl. Then we got, again, curls. And this is aloe and blueberry juice. Okay. So, I mean, you choose. I'm going to choose this S curl. So, I mean, I could have just used some water. But I'm going to use some refresher spray because it does have some oil in it also. You know what? Let me see. I got some glasses here. I'm going to tell you what's in here. Some of it anyway. And if it sounds like alcohol, it's probably alcohol. So I'm going to do a little more. Show y'all my back. And I'm doing a lot of stuff that I wouldn't recommend doing, which is like rubbing on it and all that. Because that's going to cause you some moisture. But I want it to get in there. My hair is super dry. So my hair is like thirsty. Okay? And I'm doing these, as you can see, I'm putting a lot on the front because I'm going to, you know, I'm going to put a turban on. So I'm just getting that hair good and moisturized. I'm going to spread a little more in that top. Because, you know, these curls are like really. And, you know, the other thing that moisture will help your hair do, though, is expand. So I'm just scrunching that up in there so that it can be absorbed and not dripping on my shirt. You know, like that old curl moisturizer spray used to do when y'all had them curls. I'm being funny because I had a curl. And I used to, you know. Y'all see my hair expanding because that gray be tight. So this is going to expand it. So, and I want that. So here I go. Scrunch, scrunch. A little more in the back. Like I said, I'm going to be wearing it up. So I want my back and my edges you're going to be able to see this part. Because I don't hide my edges. I don't do baby hair because I think people with gray hair should not have baby hair. Look at that. I'm going to do a mohawk one day. I'm going to show y'all, like I said, when I get my hair back, I can do all kind of styles. But, you know, when you have it cut into a style, you got to keep getting it cut. And, you know, I'm trying to let it grow back so that I can, you know, have more versatility and I can style it myself. Because right now, I have a few options. Mostly is to, and as you can already see, my coils that I started with are turning into frizz balls. And frizz balls is okay, because I am going to wash it one of these days. Now, I'm going to put some curl smoothie on here, which is just some cream. And, you know, I'm not going to be super generous with that. Because again, you know, when this moisturizer dries up, I want to lock in some of those coils. Okay. So I'm putting a little of that on there. I said I wasn't going to be generous, but, you know. And I'm just pulling because, again, this is going to be up and out. So I'm just moisturizing my sides. I'm going to end this with some coconut milk. They call it coconut milk, but it's actually oil. And I'm being a little bit generous with that. I did about 3 pumps. It's like oil or serum. And I love this brand. I also use the spray of this brand. and it's OGX. I used the coconut spray because, again, if you haven't been listening to me, you know, gray hair, silver hair, white hair, you cannot afford to be putting products that have color, because your hair will, you know, pick up that color. It will. And then you'll have a brassy or yellow. Next, I'm going to go around my edges with my extreme gel, and I'm just going to go around these front. A little too much there. A little drip, drip. So I'm going to just go around my edges, all around the edges with this. All around the back. And you can be as generous as you want, however much it takes to hold your hair down. You know, if it's pretty wet though, it shouldn't take that much. And like I said, I could have just used some plain old water. I just chose to use a product. It smells good. It probably has some other conditioning properties. So, you know, I wanted to take full advantage of all of that since, you know, a wash day is in my future. Not tomorrow, though, because tomorrow I will be taking people to the polls, to vote. So I am going to go ahead and take my little brush, my hard bristle brush, and just go ahead and lay these edges, or just swoop up, 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 up. Now, there is one or two ways that you can hold this up. I'm going to show you both. One way is to take a tie, regular old tie, it could be a ribbon. I actually got this off of some, bedding that I purchased. And so this was a nice little tie. This gives you the ability to make it as tight as you want or as loose as you want. Of course, the tighter you make it, the higher it's going to be. And it's also going to lay your edges down a lot better. So I think I am going to use this. But for now, I'm going to just show you the different ones. So that would be that. And then I would just make a nice little loose tie, because you don't want to give yourself a headache. So I'm going to take that off and show you the other way, which is just a band. And you're going to just take that, put it around your edges, the perimeter of your hair, and just roll it up. And that's nice and neat because it doesn't cause any pressure, you know, in your head, because sometimes you be over tying. I know I do. And I end up with a straight up headache. So, I mean, I could use that. That's not going to hold my fingers tight, though. So I'm going to go back to this. And I'm going to, make sure that as I'm pulling it tight, I'm pushing it up. So that I can make sure I'm getting all of my hair up and none is out. I'm going to turn it on to the back here so you can see what I'm doing here. And I'm going to be honest, wearing your hair up like this, it's like giving yourself a facelift. Look at my face. You know. Which is an extra added benefit. I'm not going to tie that thing too tight because, like I said, I don't want to give myself a headache. So I'm just going to, oh, I think I got some hair caught up in there. I'm sure I did. Ooh. So I got to look away, y'all. And I am going to, ooh, some hair is caught up in there. You don't want to do that because obviously the more you pull, those little hairs that you got caught up in there is going to hurt. So I am going to just take this and like that, and pull all the hairs out that I have caught up in there if I have any. Then I'm going to just take these ends and I'm just tuck them. Underneath that band somewhere else. Okay. Okay, now you could just, you know, cover your band and wear this high puff. You could just do that, but I'm so extra. So I am going to put on me a little extra something here. Oops, that's the wrong way. So it's this way. And I'm going to put on my little headband here. And I'm going to scooch that all the way up because I don't want to cover my little edges. And then I am going to just try and get this situated here, guys. I actually it had a top in it, and I actually cut the top off so that I could, you know, so my hair could stick out. But I did want to keep this part. So I'm going to just smooth that up like that. I'm going to put this on top of that. And you got yourself a nice little designer little thing. I'm going to take my hair and pick it out. Gonna hang me some down. In various places. One day I'm gonna do a braid out, you guys, and I'm gonna show you that. Yeah, I'm gonna hang some of that out. I'm gonna pick the rest so that we have some height. All right, and then what I'm also gonna do is I'm gonna clip me some designer things on here. I'm gonna put my little one with the shell up front. And because I am wearing glasses that have different colors in them, I'm going to also put some colored ones on here. So we're going to put a little pink one over here. We're just going to snap that on there like that. Then I got a blue one. I'm going to put this one down here somewhere. All right, guys, and that is it. Y'all like? Okay. Let me spin around for you. And I don't know what this back looking like, so I'm hoping it look okay. And that is that. Don't forget to get out here and exercise your right to vote. It is essential. You know, I don't want to get into all of the politics because that ain't what this video is about. So, you know, don't forget, get out here and do that thing tomorrow. All right. Bye.